I started my career in public accounting, worked at a firm named Charles Bailey for 8.5 years. During that time, Border States was my audit client for 5 years. After 8.5 years in public accounting, I decided I wanted to do something different. I did not want to have my whole career in public accounting. And Border States was one of my clients, and I just love the people and the environment of an employee-owned company. So Border States was not looking to hire an accountant, but I reached out to them. Their CFO was 60 years old, called one of the executives at Border States, and I said, "What are you going to do when Dean retires?" And they said, "It's a great question. Let me talk to our president, our CEO, and I'll get back to you." The next day, they called me back. We had a couple of interviews. They didn't post the job. I was hired. I worked for 1.5 years with that retiring CFO, became the VP of Finance eventually, worked through a number of positions in the corporate office, and then in 2006, I was promoted to CEO. And at that time, we were a $485 million company. I worked with a pretty new leadership team at the time. We put together a very aggressive strategic plan, and we grew our business to a $1 billion sales organization in 5 years. When I first started in the early 90s, there were few women in the industry. I noticed that especially when I went to conferences. Very few from the distribution or manufacturing side. And the women that were in the business were primarily family members. Perhaps their father, brother, husband were involved in the business. Now it is very exciting to see the women in our industry. I had the good fortune to be the speaker at 3 Women in Industry boot camps this year, and it's amazing to see the talented young women that are coming into our industry. Now it's a challenge for all of us to keep the industry very interesting and relevant for those women so we can retain them. This is the advice that I give a lot of the women and the women that I've spoke to at the Women in Industry boot camps. If you really want to have a high-level leadership position in our industry or in any organization, you're going to have to make some personal sacrifices. Take some risk, get out of your comfort zone, and be open to relocation. Too many women cut their career opportunities short because they're unwilling to take a little risk and unwilling to relocate. It is really a pleasure and a great surprise to be recognized for the Trailblazer Award. And a great surprise, especially an honor when I look at the other women in our industry who have received this award. I think most of us go about our work each day, each week, each year, trying to make a positive impact and not expecting any recognition, but getting recognition like this is very nice, very special, but completely unexpected.